Okay, so I just finished season 1 and season 2 of Severance, and let's say I have a lot of questions.
We should take them raw.
While I do have a lot of thoughts about how the mystery unfolded in season 2 and also how season 2 was as a whole, there is one thing that's on my mind right now. If severance were possible in this day and age, would I ever consider going through the procedure? In case you are unfamiliar, severance is a procedure that partitions a person's memory into two separate streams of consciousness. It's like a mental switch that toggles between two identities, an innie and an outie. They share the same body but have completely different memories. The concept of severance isn't really as far-fetched as it seems. You see, every time you sleep, it's kind of like a temporary form of severance. You don't remember the time passing. You only remember the moments before you fell asleep and when the alarm wakes you up. Okay, so before we go any further, I just want to say if you haven't watched till season 2, you might want to stop here because there are some spoilers up ahead. Now that we established how out of the world Severance is, the question remains. Why would anyone ever consider doing this to themselves in the first place? Well, in the show, through the various characters, we got to see various reasons for undergoing the severance procedure. Reason number 1.
Jesus Christ?
Not even kidding you. Some people wanted a new life through their innie. That is, if you really believe that is the true reason for Bert to get severed. He wanted a part of him to go to heaven with Fields because he believed his outie can never get redeemed. Another character that was chasing a new life was Dylan because he couldn't become the man he aspired to be. He wanted to be a man that can provide for his family. And the only way he was able to find a stable and secure job was by getting severed. The second main reason is to avoid trauma. Petey wanted to escape the pain of his divorce. Mark was having difficulties accepting the loss of his wife. One character even used severance to avoid the pain of pregnancy and childbirth. Reason number 3. Personal ambitions. Irving got severed in hopes of uncovering the dark secrets of Lumint. Helena underwent severance to secure her legacy as an Egan. Okay, so let's expand the scope of the motivations and applications beyond what was portrayed on the show. This is what I think could be potential applications for severance. Number 1, treating insomnia. For people under extreme stress, sleeping could be a problem, and an innie could take over just to sleep peacefully. You'll wake up refreshed, ready to face your problems with renewed energy. As I mentioned previously, sleeping is already a similar experience, so this won't be too far different from the norm, except you'll never need to worry about falling asleep again. And maybe you can even link your innie with your alarm clock so you'll switch back as soon as you hear your alarm ring. Second application is an alternative to the death penalty. Instead of a death sentence, you can reuse criminals by having their outie's memories suppressed and let an innie take over the body for good. This way, there's an opportunity for the person to redeem himself and potentially become a better person without all the baggage of his past guilts. Now, for the final question, well, I guess the question from the very beginning, taking account of all the potential applications and with all the knowledge up to season 2, if severance were possible today, would I ever have the need to undergo this procedure? My answer is no, and here are the 3 reasons why. 1, there's just too much risk. I mean, sharing a body with another version of myself, it's like a group project where I'm stuck with myself, and we all know how much we love group projects. In the show, the lines between innie and outie becomes blurred. One could eventually overpower and eliminate the other. The innie can eventually become the outie. Reason number 2, security fears. They have this thing called the overtime contingency in the show where someone can remotely force the innie to activate whenever and wherever. If the Severance chip can be hacked by an outside source, then I could lose control of myself at any point in time. The very thing that should remove stress in my life would just induce tremendous fear and anxiety. And for my final reason, it's because if I were to get severed, I would never grow up. As painful as it is to face difficult situations, especially when we need to live on for the people around us, I don't think getting severed is the solution. I believe one can only grow through responsibility and facing difficulties. If I avoided all the difficult moments in my life, I wouldn't become the better version of myself today.
You must grow up. You must grow up.
So what about you guys? If severance were possible, would you ever undergo the procedure? If yes, in what application would you use it in? Let us know in the comments below.